yeah, we're recording. Got no idea what I'm going to do with my hair today, but damn, it's looking good. This is one of the reasons why to wash your hair sort of at night time and then let it sort of dry naturally, because damn girl, you look good. Let's just pop you there like that. So yeah, bloody sunlight. Oh my. There we go, that works a little better. So hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and yes, this is another vlog with me. And if you've just seen, if you're still watching at this point, you probably would have seen that the little new intro bit to the vlog with me series, because I was hoping to have something like that for like the series to kind of show like hey, this is a proper channel and whatnot, and just make it look a bit more sort of fancy pants. So my good friend Mixtape, I sort of asked him, I was like, can you sort of create something for me, something like between like 3 to 5 seconds? And he's like, no, I'll have a play about. And he made a couple of bits for me, and I picked the one I liked, and hey presto, there we go, we got a new intro for vlog with me. Boop boop. And the reason why it wasn't in the last video is because it was a case where I was editing the video just as he was creating it, and the fact is I had to sort of get it uploaded. So yeah. So anyway, as you can see, I'm sort of dressed and well. I still don't know what to do with my hair, but screw it. I'm going to keep it down. I very rarely get to keep my hair down. Most of the time I always throw it back in like some sort of hairstyle. But yeah, and I thought I'd do my makeup at the same time. I mean, I'm not going to really do much makeup, you know, so yeah. Also, I thought whilst I'm doing my makeup, I thought I'd just have a little chat with you guys over something, because this is something I've been wanting to sort of talk to you guys about like for a little while, and I've often kind of and ahed about it and that sort of thing. And it was a case where I thought, should I do it, should I not do it? And it seems that I've already tried to do a proper video of it, and unfortunately I didn't have a proper SD card that had enough memory for it, that sort of thing. And I did buy one, well, my mum got me one ages ago, but I can't remember where I put it, so I just thought I might as well just do it in a vlog, that sort of thing. And anyway, what I thought I'd talk to you about is something that I did at the beginning of the year, and I guess in a way, why not end the year, well, my year on YouTube on it, or sort of, this is probably going to be the last video of 2016, and this might get uploaded beforehand or before the new year. It may get uploaded in 2017, it depends. But I thought I'd tell you guys so that you guys know. So I'm ending this year same way I started the year, by coming out. Now, it's not coming out about disabilities and stuff. I sort of dropped a hint in the last vlog. This is more about sexuality. And for years, I guess, I've always known I was different and that sort of thing. And I always thought I was just going to grow up kind of, being the straight person, because, that's what I sort of knew and whatever, and then learning about gay relationships and whatever, and that sort of thing. But I just thought I was going to be, straight ally or whatever. Then things started to sort of change at about age 15, where I started having these really kind of peculiar feelings. I knew I was straight and I liked guys and stuff, but I was having very kind of strong feelings for like 2 of my best friends, and they were like kind of sort of sexual. Like for one person it was more sexual, and for the other it was more kind of romantic, and it was a little bit confusing because back then I didn't even know about bisexuality, let alone about pansexuality, whatever, all the other wonderful sexualities, that sort of thing. And the fact that my school just trying to poke my eye out, when we did sex education, yes, I went to a special needs school and I was taught sex education. Because like my teacher said, if you don't know, you could get yourself into a lot of danger. But when we were taught about sex education, it was more of a case of taught about the birds and the bees, how straight people have sex, and the fact that if you have sex unprotected, you'll have a baby. And we weren't really taught about STIs. And we weren't taught about LGBT relationships, or kind of like things like homosexuality, bisexuality. We weren't even taught about asexuality or anything like that. And I found out ages ago that my school now does it, but it's for the school leavers, or the people that are leaving school. You know, the people in their last year at school and they're leaving school to go on to college, which I think is, in my personal opinion, a bit too late. You need to be taught, like, at most, be taught about it when you're about 15, heading towards 16. Or maybe, you know what, even when you're taught the birds and the bees and whatever, age 11 or age 10 or something, you know. Just in case, like, you know, some people may think, oh, it might turn them gay. No, it bloody won't. It'll make them more understanding. Like, even if your child grows up to be straight, at least they'll have an understanding to show that, yes, there are people out there who are gay, bi, pan, asexual, demisexual, that sort of thing. And it's okay. And that sort of thing. So anyway, so basically, when you're not taught about LGBT relationships, and also the fact that it wasn't just that, but like when I was 15, it was 2008, and people were open to LGBT, but it was very much a case where it was still sort of gays and lesbians and bisexuals, and it was still something you didn't quite open up about, and you still might not be like protected under certain like workplace laws and stuff. You know, and I so wish back then I had the confidence just to go to my PhD teacher and just be like, hey, I had these feelings, you know, because it was a case where I had these feelings like, I'm straight, I like guys, and yet I'm having these weird attractions to two friends of mine that are like, I've known one since I was about 6, and I've known one since I was about 11. What the bloody hell's going on? Is it possible to like both genders? You have to be one thing or the other, and that sort of thing. And it was just really kind of confusing, but I always kept it to myself and sort of, I guess, not like repressed it, but always pushed it to the back of my head, you know. So for many years it was that case, and I just carried on my life dating boys as you do. And it was after a relationship I had from 2010 to 2014, so about 4.5 years. Me and that boyfriend split because we basically had different ideas about what we wanted in the relationship, and of course there were certain things that were sometimes caused a little bit of friction in the relationship, and we very rarely communicated about it. But there we are. Anyway, it was a case where I thought, you know what, I'm going to take time out of a relationship, because most of the time with me, it was a case where I come out of one relationship and then jump into another, maybe after a little break. So anyway, what happened is that I decided I was going to take a break from relationships and go on the journey of self-discovery. I just realised I'm doing my whole coming out story, but screw it, I'm going to go for it. You know. I'm sorry if I seem a little distant, I'm just putting on my makeup because, you know, multitasking and all that shit and sorting out 2 birds with 1 stone. Anyway, what happened is that I then joined a dating app called, at the time it was called Datch, but it's now called Her. Many people would know what I'm talking about. It's a dating app for like for women who are looking for lesbians, bisexuals, pansexuals, etc, etc. I guess in a weird way it's the female equivalent of Grindr, you know, that sort of thing. So anyway, what happened was I joined and I spoke to a couple of girls on there, but the weirdest thing of all, I've been on Datch for like over 2 years and I've never met up with any of them. It's never been a case of, one recently, but I'd rather not go into details. Like, I've met that person, but it's like, yeah. Anyway, I spoke to a couple of girls on there, and the fact is, one thing I always thought about my sexuality, or like my feelings towards my female friends, is that I thought maybe it might have been my PCOS having an effect on me, like the fact that I had so much excess testosterone going around my body. Maybe it was that causing me to be attracted to females. And then all of a sudden, I meet this girl called Stephanie. Turns out she's quite local and whatnot. And she's very much in the same boat as me. She hasn't got PCOS, but she has got a hormonal condition. And I sort of mentioned it to her at one point, and I said, like, well, I always thought it was I always thought maybe at one point it was my PCOS causing my feelings towards girls. And she said something to me that totally changed my thought process, or completely changed my mind over my feelings and my sexuality. And she said, well, men have a lot of testosterone. I mean, testosterone is the main male hormone. She said, men have a lot of testosterone, and yet they can be gay. You know, there's gay men and whatever. So, in a way, I thought, actually, that's true. Maybe it's not my hormones causing me to have some sort of attraction towards women. Maybe it's just me. Naturally, maybe it's just something I have deep down inside me. But anyway, I always kept it sort of quiet to myself for many years and whatever, until I decided to go on the journey of self-discovery, because it was always this thing, like, it was really weird. Like, there'd be times where, you know, most of the time I was attracted to guys and I'd be in a relationship with a boy and whatever, but I always had these really weird sexual attraction to women. But it wasn't so much in looks, it was more in intimacy. So, like, say for instance, I quite like the thought or the sensation of holding another girl's hand, or cuddling her, or having a slide dance with her, and that sort of thing. It's that kind of thing. But the weirdest thing of all, I've never had a girlfriend, and I've never properly made out with a girl, but I will be open to that. And anyway, forwarding to, I must have been about 21, because it was with meeting up with friends for like a Christmas meal or whatever, and I spoke to them about it all, and they said, well, maybe, she said, you could be this thing called demisexual, which is, how she described it to me was like, oh, you're attracted to guys, but you're only attracted to women if there is emotional connection. And I mean, at the time I kind of shunned it off, because I thought, no, I don't feel that's me. I feel I'm more bisexual. So I kind of shunned it off. Anyway, what happened was that a couple of months went by, and, you know, I always put myself down as straight/bi-curious. And then after a while I stopped identifying as straight, and I was just bi-curious. And then at one point I just sort of said, you know, I'm possibly bi. But then I had one realisation. It might have been December, it might have been sort of January something of this year. And I sat down and I realised, hang on a minute. Of all the times I've had a really strong sexual romantic attraction to someone, both men and women, it's always been people I know. You know, it was never it's like I would never get like kind of connected with someone straight off. You know, it wouldn't be like meet this, you know, see these random people and be like, oh, I want to date them, or like, or more in a case where I just meet someone straight off and be like, yeah, you're hot, want to date. You know, it wasn't really like that. So like, and it really kind of opened my eyes to it, because I realised, like, yeah, that crush I had on that college tutor, I'm not going to mention names because that'd just be embarrassing for both of us. The fact that when I've ever had like a crush on someone where it develops to the point of falling in love with them, it's always been on someone I knew. And like the sexual attraction towards women, it's always been on girls that I knew. Like, there was only, I guess, one girl that I've ever like had feelings for that was gay, or I sort of saw them and thought, wow, like, you're pretty interesting, you're pretty hot. That was just one person, you know, and we could have made it out. I don't know. I think the only problem is that they weren't really into people that weren't gay, and also the age gap, but there we are. Also, I just thought, well, yeah, this seems to be, and once I kind of got to know this girl, I guess certain things did grow on me, and it was really peculiar and like that sort of thing. And so I kind of thought, you know what, I feel like I possibly am demisexual. So I did some research, you know, because it's always best to do research just in case you don't turn out to be that way or whatever. And so anyway, what happened was is that I just did the research, and there was some other things as well, not just the whole only having like sexual attraction to someone if there is that emotional connection. It was also things like having like people who are demisexual have sometimes problems with flirting and like that sort of thing, and also like they're not really into one night stands and they find it like normal like flirting when like it's kind of hard to sort of explain, but I'll put a link down in the description bar of like a sort of website to sort of explain sort of more about like what it is. Anyway, what happened was is that I felt like, well, this is all sort of making sense. And then it was a couple of days later on Facebook, on my personal profile, I came out. I found a picture that I'll probably put in somewhere. And basically it said, I don't give a damn what you think. I don't give a damn whether you don't think I exist, or my sexuality doesn't exist, or I'm being weird or whatever. I am demisexual and this is who I am, you know. This is who I am. I am demisexual. Take it or leave it, or something odd like that. And I sort of put with the caption on Facebook, I said, sorry for the word damn, because I know a couple of my friends are quite sensitive to swearing and stuff. And anyway, I literally just, I put it out there and I said, sorry for the word damn, but I guess this counts as coming out. And so this is probably why I have to explain about people's reactions to me coming out. Luckily, I've never had a bad reaction. I've never had anyone turn around and say, ew, you're not straight, hence I'm going to shun you and give you loads of shit, and that sort of thing. Or I've never had people be like, no, you don't exist, no, you know, that sort of thing. I think I've had one comment and whatever, but really I just thought, well, that's just you, and you just, that's how, you know, the LGBT community against people who are bisexual or anything else just give you a bad name, you know, that sort of thing. So basically I just came out as demisexual, and one of my friends was like, can you just explain to me what it is again? So I explained, and someone's like, oh, demi means half, so that mean you're half sexual? And I sort of said, well, you can do research on it, and I think I linked like a thing down below, just like a sort of descriptive thing, and that was what it was. I mean, I've been sort of living as a demisexual for about, well, out as a demisexual for nearly a year now, and I kind of feel comfortable in myself, because it's weird, like, I'm still yet to sort of like realise whether I am demisexual or bisexual or what, because I'm yet to have that sort of like a proper sort of seal the deal moment, if that does exist, in a way. But the fact is, like I say to people, I don't fully identify as bi, because if it was the case of that, I'd be able to be sexually attracted to both men and women and just have done with it. Because the fact that in this case I'm only sexually attracted to someone, like I'm only sexually attracted to a girl if there is that emotional connection, that sort of thing. And I guess sometimes I feel that way with men as well. So, you know, but the thing is, I don't identify as straight anymore, because I am fully open now to myself and others that I do have that attraction for women as well as men, you know. So that's kind of who I am. And I mean, some people will actually turn around and say, bit late for you to come out, you know. I mean, I had the feelings start to develop when I was 15. I didn't come out till I was 22. Like, literally 7 years, basically. Yeah, roughly 7 years, basically. From like, you know, the fact that, you know, I came out to people when I was 22, and I'm 23 now, and I'm coming out to you guys on YouTube. But in a way, when is there ever an age, the minimum age or the maximum age to come out as straight? There isn't, you know, because the fact that you don't come out, and also it's like, and yet when you come out as something else, it's like, oh, isn't that a bit late to come out, or a bit early? Or it's like, well, when you know, it's never too early, or as the same as it's never too late, you know, that sort of thing. It's like, if you discover or you come out as, say, gay at age 11, then so be it. If you come out at age, like, if you come out as gay at age 120 or something, that's fine, you know. It's never too early. The same the way that it's never too late. And so I sort of came out, and luckily I've had no comments saying like, oh, it's a bit late for you to come out. But basically the one thing I always get when I come out to people and saying that I'm bisexual, basically it's a case where I come out, I'm like, oh, I'm demisexual, and they're like, what's that? Or what's demisexuality? And I explain what it is, and I say, like, you only have a sexual attraction to someone if there is that emotional connection. I explain how it works for me, and then after I've explained it all, they're like, oh, okay, oh, cool. Or one of my friends put it, they said, in other words, you're normal, which is kind of nice to know that I'm normal, even though this is a sexuality, you know, this is a thing. But it's nice to know that I'm considered normal, even though I haven't really lived a normal life, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm out. I am a demisexual. So if you're wondering what my like on my Facebook page and on my Twitter page, I had the one picture as the cover photo, and that's the demisexuality flag, or the proposed separate demisexual flag. So basically, in a way, that's basically just kind of like that's basically like, that explains why I have it, because I am demisexual, hence that's my flag, and you know, and that kind of thing. And the fact that this year I actually went to, not only did I go to my first Pride out and open, but I went to my first Pride. I went to Essex Pride, and it was really good. I mean, even though I sort of sat there and thought, I'm probably the only demisexual here, you know, and that kind of thing. But in a way, I remember talking to someone who had a stall with jewellery and whatever, and I bought some jewellery, and I said, oh, this is my first Pride out and open. And they said, oh, congratulations on that. And it's like, oh, it's really sweet. It's like, you know, and I sort of explained to them who I was and whatever, and that kind of thing. And it was just really nice to be somewhere where you can be kind of comfortable and open, the fact that you're not the only abstract sort of like sexuality, you know, and I saw there were like, you know, gay people, bisexual people, there were transgender people and that sort of thing, and you know, it was quite interesting in a way. So I think definitely I'm doing it again next year, so, because I just kind of felt so open. And then this year recently, back in November it was, I joined an LGBTQ plus alliance group for Braintree and the surrounding areas, and that is just a lovely little group to join. You know, there's so many people, it doesn't matter who you are, even if you're straight and you just want to go along and meet some people, you can, and it's just like a place where you can be and just be open to who you are, and the fact that there's bisexuals there, and the fact that, you know, they can be bisexual, whether I'm a demisexual. And yes, I had to explain myself, but I tell people, and it's great. And even though some people may think like, you know, you're watching this and thinking like, Steph, are you really LGBT, or are you more on the asexual line? Well, in my case, I'm sort of what I call a demi-bisexual. So I fully identify under the LGBT plus community. I'm guess what you call the sort of plus, you know, that sort of thing. So that's where I kind of landed. I sort of land in the B and then the plus as well. So I guess I'm B plus. So anyway, so I guess I'm out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know I'm demisexual. So yeah, so anyway, it's been a good year for me so far. Well, I think it's been a good year for me in general, and I'm really looking forward to next year, seeing what sort of things happen, and I'm hoping to do some more vlog with me's. Especially, I am hoping, like, if I don't do many next year, the one I really want to do is I want to vlog Pride. I want to see if I can do that. So I'm hoping if I can, I'm going to vlog Essex Pride and that sort of thing, and just see stuff goes, and I've been holding this in my hands for ages. I've been wanting to put it on, but I couldn't because you can't be like so yeah, by the way, if anybody's looking for a really lovely mascara, number 7 Velvet Lash, and then I have here in my hand, it's a raspberry lip gloss, so yeah. But basically this year has been, it's been really interesting for me. Like, yes, it's been sad because of like all these celebrity deaths. But personally for me, 2016's actually been pretty good. Like I said to like Matt in my letter to him back in September, I think it was literally a case where I got to go to Paris, hence I got to go to Disneyland Paris, and I got to have to use my birthday present that I got when I was like 22 with my sister, and I got to go to Pride. I also got to go to Pride, my first ever Pride, which was Essex Pride. I met some fantastic people online. I've met the Sim Royale gang, and the fact that I've done 2 podcasts so far with them and that sort of thing, and it's just a lovely kind of like, you know, a lovely supportive environment, and they're helping me with like my channel. Like Mike's done the special little thing for the vlog with me, and the fact that the guys have got me in touch with Michael Kimpton, who's going to do me some channel art and that sort of thing, and I'm just cannot wait just to sort of just be able to kind of expand my channel a little bit. And I may have to reconsider certain things, like my nostalgia review. There's one episode that hasn't got audio on it, so the fact that I may have to reconsider whether I can. I'm thinking I might not continue with the nostalgia review, even though it's been ages since I last did it, because I feel like I like watching reviews and stuff, and I enjoyed doing that thing when I first started, but in a way, like Matt said, when you're doing a YouTube channel, you've got to do kind of what you enjoy. So at the moment, I really seem to be enjoying doing things like the vlogs, like the vlog with me, so I might just dedicate more of my channel to daily, like the whole thing, like daily vlogging or whatever, and doing that, and miscellaneous little videos, then doing things like reviews or whatever. So that kind of thing. I might have a bit more structure to my channel, it depends. So I might keep the nostalgia review on private or that sort of thing, and just kind of see where it goes from there. But I mean, I do enjoy doing I like watching reviews, and I like doing it while I'm on the podcast, that kind of thing, because when you do it, you sort of talk about the film and then you give like your own personal opinions on it. So I kind of feel like that's probably what I'll do with reviewing. If I get to do like collabs reviews with other people, then that's great, but I probably might not do it so much on my channel now. I might just keep it to the whole thing of like the vlog with me, and then any miscellaneous videos that I get to do. But I'm hoping that the vlog with me is going to be my main series, and do sort of just kind of more vloggy type stuff, because I quite like doing the whole sitting in front of the camera talking, or I quite enjoyed doing the last vlog with me, because it literally was a case where I had all these video clips and all I had to do was just put them into Movie Maker, give them a little edit, boom, off it went. It wasn't like so intricate like you would do like a normal sit down in front of the camera video. It wasn't like, oh, I've got to do this, I'm going to put that there, da 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 da. You know, it was just like, and also just getting your footage and whatever, you just go boom, 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 off you go, that sort of thing. And so possibly I may be venturing more towards the vlogging side than I would be like the reviews and stuff like that, you know. I may do other videos, like if you want me to do a makeup tutorial and that sort of thing, or I might do like a beauty haul, because, you know, I do love certain things that are beauty related and stuff. And and if you guys want some more LGBT plus based videos, like more about demisexuality or bisexuality, or, you know, I would love to do a vlog maybe to talk about the conflict that there is in, like, all the conflict and discrimination that there is in the LGBT community. So it depends, I may do that, and I may do some other videos as well, so it depends what you sort of want to see. So yeah, so anyway, I'm sort of all set and ready for the day, even though it's like 12:35 in the afternoon over here, but better late than never. But anyway, this is just a very simple makeup routine that I seem to do sometimes. Like if my skin's looking pretty good, I mean a few bits here and there, but lately my skin's been looking really good. So most of the time I'll just do something with like mascara for the eyes and then something on the lips, like lip balm or lipstick or whatever. In this case I've got lip gloss. So yeah, and I've got my hair down today because my hair's looking pretty decent. So yeah. So anyway, I might vlog a little bit later on because I'm meeting up with the guys. We're going to watch a film and that sort of thing. So if not, I might end it here. And so yeah, I'm out to YouTube and the rest of the world. So woo. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video and give it a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. I feel like it has been a little bit all over the place trying to explain my situation, but like if you do feel like part of my coming out story has if you feel like it relates to you, then just give the video a thumbs up or put like a comment down below. If there's any sort of videos you want me to do in 2017, why don't you just put a comment down below and just I'll have a look at them and just see what I can do. So yeah, so I hope you really enjoyed this vlog me coming out special. Vlog with me coming out special with your host. So anyway, I'll see you guys very soon. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you have a very safe and prosperous new year. Can't wait to see you guys in 2017. Stay dramatic. Once again, I've just had a moment where I was just like vlog something, and then all of a sudden, moments later, I'm just like, wait, there was something else I wanted to say. So I was just about to get the file of the video I just filmed onto the computer so I can edit it, but I just remembered something. I told you guys in the last vlog with me that there was going to be an announcement on the podcast, the one of Winnie the Pooh, but it didn't happen because we just kind of got into it and we were on fleek with it all, and of course Matt was scaring me with the Bear and the Lion reference. So yeah, if you guys are wondering what he's been referencing when he's like, I am the bear with the brown fuzzy hair. Basically, there was a sketch from Teletubbies called The Bear and the Lion, and it never scared me as a kid, but I rediscovered it as a teen, and my brain registered it as a no-no, and it, like, terrifies me. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to say. The announcement that was going to be made on the podcast, but of course didn't happen because, we were on the job, as you would say, because we're dedicated people. The announcement is that I am going to be on Cinema Royale on a bi-monthly basis. Isn't that great? So basically, instead of being on once a month, I'm going to be on once every other month. So I was on this month, December, and then the next time I'll be on will be February, and then April, June, and I think I'm doing one at the end of June and then possibly one in July as well. I'm not too sure, but when you see me on there, you know where I'll be, because it's my time to shine. So that's the announcement we were going to tell you guys on the podcast, and I wanted to wait to the podcast for the announcement to be made so that you guys could go and see it, because I didn't want to spoil things just in case it was a case where I told you guys and then we told you guys on the podcast. I'm like, oh shoot, people already know that because I've accidentally blurted it out. So yeah, so that's basically what's going on. So basically that's the other sort of announcement of next year, and what it is that I am going to be on Cinema Royale. I guess I am what they call the temporary co-host, the understudy of Devon Cook, but the fact that there may be times we're on together, so which is great. I mean, it's wonderful. Like she said, it's lovely just to have another female in the group. And, like I said, that if there's times whenever it's a subject that we both know and she somehow falls ill, I can then just step in for her, or vice versa. And just, we can just help each other out. And it's just so nice to have another girl in the group. And Devon, if you're watching this, I do believe you owe Matt an arse whooping for the last podcast. But, I mean, just be gentle with him, please. So anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about. So that was the fun announcement. That didn't make it, but I thought I'd announce it here. And so yeah, so I better get editing this vlog. So once again, stay dramatic.